Okay, 10 a.m. Good morning. Welcome back to our course. So, before we start, we have 2 weeks before test 2. So, uh, we will continue to work during these 2 weeks on a course material. And actual week for the test will be Friday, and Wednesday will be review. The same we did for the test 1, right? You have uh, almost all quizzes online, so I think it's high time to do something about it. Mm, 2 more quizzes waiting for you, but you're not ready for them yet, so I didn't put them online so far. Okay, so we continue with compound interest. And um, let's start. So let's do um, mental experiment here. So that's a simple interest. That's a compound interest. Let's invest $1,000 for both. Right? Let's do it. Let's invest it at 10% and 10%. So I say for compound interest, we're going to compound yearly. It means we will recalculate interest once a year. So that's the starting conditions. Right? So for year 1, how much interest I have here, guys? 10% from $1,000. How much is the interest? Really? From 1,000? I think it's a little more. It's $100. Yes? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Good. So balance here is 1,100. So we don't do any deposits, any withdrawals. Money just sit there. So for compound interest, I have same answer. So for the first year, nothing really different. So let's see what year 2 says. Okay, so year 2, simple interest, called simple because interest based only on principal. So how much is interest amount again, guys? How much is the interest? People, if I calculate interest on original principal, how much interest I will have? Anybody? Or say we don't know. I need the answer. What is original principal here? $1,000. Yes or no? Yes. So if I use this as a base, how much interest I have? Same $100, guys. Come on. Same $100. Balance will be 1200. In case of compound interest, I calculate interest on outstanding balance, so basically interest on interest. So here I have $110. So balance will be what? This. Understand, guys? People, it's not even Monday, it's Wednesday. I think you had classes before our class, right? So you kind of have to be in stream now. So let's see what happened in year 3. Interest again, $100. Balance is 1300, right? So what happens here? Interest is what? This. Balance is what? This. Any questions, people? No questions. So if I ask you this, if you borrow money, what kind of interest you prefer, simple or compound? Simple interest. Very good. If you lend money, which interest you prefer, simple or compound? Compound. So compound interest grows faster, right? Okay. So now I will offer you the formula, and we will work with that formula. We will learn what is what, and that's it. So future value, it is present value 1 plus I exponent n. So now there is no alternative for fractions for the future value. You have exponent and you have to live with that. Now let's talk about components here. So future value, that's future value in dollars. P, that present value in dollars. I, it is J over M. So J, nominal interest rate. Per annum. M, number of compounding periods. Number of compounding periods. What is compounding period? It's an interval of time. After this interval, we recalculate interest. So we will talk about M in more detailed in more details in a moment. So N is Tm, where T is time, M is number of compounding periods per year. Okay, I should say that within 1 year. That is total number. of compounding periods. That is total number. So if you have investment for 10 years and you compound semi-annually, which is twice a year, for 10 years you will compound 20 times. Is that piece clear? Now let's see what is M. Guys, are you following me? Can I start with writing what is M? Okay, good. So what is M? As I said, it's number of compounding periods per year. In other words, how many times I recalculate the interest. So possible values: 1, 2, 4, then 12, 26, 52, 365. Those only values possible for M. So 1, yearly, so interval 1 year, semi-annual, 6 months, okay, 4, quarterly, 3 months. Here is the kind of stone. Here is a moment when people can make mistake. Sometimes students, when they hear quarterly, they use 3 instead of 4. Please understand that we have 4 quarters. Each quarter is 3 months long. Okay? Is that part clear? Very good. So 12 monthly. It's 1 month. 1 month. And 26 bi-weekly is 2 weeks. 52 weekly, 1 week, and 365 daily, 1 day. Okay, those are numbers what M can assume in compound interest. Let me know when you're ready. J is nominal interest rate per annum. It's sort of R. For simple interest, you had R, right? Here is J, nominal interest rate per annum, per year. So we could say 10% compounded quarterly, for example. So 10% is J, M is 4. We will practice now exercises. It will be more clearly, and you see it's really easy. Okay, are you ready for exercises, people? Okay, so here it is. Determine the periodic rate of interest I for 5% compounded annually. So let's write down what I know. Let's see. Okay, I can use this color. So 5% compounded annually. It means J is 5%. Compounded annually, M is 1. So I will be j over m is 0.05 over 1, 0.05. Okay, so let's see. 7% compounded semiannually, so J is 7%. Compounded semiannually, per se, word compounded, compounding, and variations of that word, it's indicator, it's a highlighter that we deal with compound interest. Okay, so specifically on the final test, when you will have mixed questions, some questions will be for simple interest, some questions will be for compound interest, you will have to clearly differentiate what is what. So word compounded and its variations, it's indicator for compound interest. If you don't have that word, it means interest is simple. Oh yeah, it's like week 8 or week 9. Outside, week 9. Okay, but better late than never. So I is j over m. So I have 0.007 over 2, and I have 0.035. Okay, let's continue. 12% compounded quarterly, so J is 12%. M is what? 4, right? So I is 0, 12 over 4. Sorry, 0.03. So far, guys, any questions? Okay, so let's continue. J, 10.5%. Monthly, M is 12. So I is what? 0.105 over 12. So let's see, what is it? It is 0.00875. Okay. So guys, what if you try next 3? Take like 2 minutes or even minute. So do 5, 6, and 7 by yourself. Okay, so what I have, J, 13%, M is 26. So I is what? 0.13 over 26. 0.005. Okay, so that's the answer for 5. What is 6? J is 3.5%. M is 52. So I would be 0.035 over 52. Oh, I don't like something. Okay. 0.000673077 and 28% compounded daily. That's actually, if you remember, was Sears credit card. That's the credit card. 28%. M is 365. So I is 0.28 over 365. So number visually is very small, but believe me, it's huge amount. It's not huge, but big enough. So those are answers for 5, 6, and 7. Compare your results. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know when you'll be good to continue. Okay, so question number next. Determine the number of compounding periods when, well, let's see what we have. Compounding annually for a formula here is, let me come back. The main formula here was I equals J, okay, yeah, right. I equals J over M. That's formula we used. In this case, we will use formula N is Tm. So compounding annually for 14 years. So M is 1, T is 14 years. And again, time must be in years. If not, we have to convert it, right? So N is Tm is what? 14 times 1 is 14. Next. Compounding semi-annually for 15 years. So M is 2, T is 15 years. So N is 15 times 2 is 30. Okay, next, compounding quarterly for 12 and a half years. So M is 4, T is 12.5 years. So N is 12.5 times 4. What is it? It's 50. Okay. So guys, 4, 5, and 6 take a minute to calculate. And let me see if I have. Oh yeah, so we can practice together here. And last 3. So compounding monthly time is 1075 years. So I have N is 1075 times 12. So 1075 times 12, 129. Okay, now quarterly, M is 4, time is 32 months. So we have to convert 32 over 12 times 4. So what is that? 10.6 in period, 10.6 in period, 32, let me double check, times 4, yeah. So you see, n can be irrational value, nothing wrong with that. Don't be scared because of it. Calculator will do job, will calculate whatever you have to calculate. So compounded semi-annually for 40 months. So n is 40 over 12 times 2. So what is that? 40 over 12 times 2. I have 6.6 in period. Okay. Are you ready to flip a page? Let me know. Okay, now you have 3. So go ahead, do it. Take a minute. Okay, let's see. So compounded daily, M is 365, T is 183 days. So I can think logically and say N is 183, but if I'm tired or I don't think about that logic, so what I do? I use formula. Right? I use formula, and if formula used properly, you will never have a mistake. So M is 26, T is 84 months, so N is 84 over 12 times 26. So let's see. 182. And finally, I have M is 52, T is 90 days, so N is 90 over 365 times 52. 12.82, and guess what? Our favorite rule, we're not gonna round or do anything to that answer. We will use it as is. Okay, any questions? Okay, let's continue. Now we are ready to calculate compounding factor. 1 plus I exponent n, that is compounding factor, right? So let's do it. Let me see here. Oh, should be 8. That's fine. Okay, so 5% compounded annually for 14 years. So what I have J is 5%, M is 1, T is 14 years. Right, so I need I. is j over m. What is 0.05 over 1 is 0.05. Right? I need n, which is tm, which is 14 times 1 is 14, right? And finally, I will have that compounding factor, which is 1.05 to exponent 14. We're not going to calculate it. We will do it after we finish that exercise. What we will do, we will calculate and kind of roll back. But for now, that is the answer. Okay? So now J, 7%, compounded semi-annually for 15 years. So I is 0.07 over 2. It is again, so I is J over M, N is Tm. Those formulas we use. So 0.035, N is what? 15 times 2 is 30. So our compounding factor is this. Let me highlight it. Okay. So far, guys, are you with me? How is it going? So any difficulties? Is it hard? Right, so it's really easy peasy, just something new, but you get used to it. Row 2. So J is 12%, M is 4, and T is 12.5 years. So what is I? I is 0.12 over 4, 0.03. N is 12.5 times 4. What is it, 50? No. Yes, it is. 50. So compound factor 1.03 exponent 50. So let me highlight it. Let me know when you're ready to flip a page. Yeah, go ahead, Sal. What question? Oh, 1 plus I. So you take 1 plus 0.03 and you have 1.03. Okay? Yeah, formula right there. Let me highlight it. This formula. That's a compounding factor. Yeah, you're welcome. Any more questions, people? See here, I is calculated as 0.03. Then you have 1 plus I. So the answer is there. Okay, guys. You want to do it all of them? Take 2 minutes. Do it. Is that better now? Okay, sorry guys, I just forgot to turn the mic on. 12. So 1075 times 12, 129. And compounding factor is 1.00875, exponent 129. Let me highlight it. Okay. Then next, 8% compounded quarterly. So J is 8%, M is 4, T is 30 months. So I will be 008 over 4, 002, N is 30 over 12 times 4 is 10, right? And I have 1.02 exponent 10. I hope you guys have same numbers. So J 9.5% compounded semi-annual. T is 42 months. So I is what? 0.95 over 2, 0.0475. N is 42 over 12 times 2 is 7, and compounding factor is this. So basically I use 3 formulas and that's about it. So J is 5.8%, compounded daily is 365. T is 2 years. So I is 0.058 over 365. 0.00158.904. And again, guys, we do not change that value in any manner. So 2 times 365 is what? 730. And compounding factor is this, 904 exponent 730. Okay. So compare your answers with mine and let me know when you're ready to continue. Okay, let's do it together. So J is 17%, compounded weekly for 6 years. So I is 0.17 over 52. 0.003269231, N is 6 times 52 is 312, and compounding factor will be 1.00326.231 exponent 312. Okay. What we're gonna do now, we will roll back and calculate all this compounding factors. I will show you algorithm now how I do it. So I take this value, what is in the brackets. Then we have magic button y to exponent x. Yeah, right. Y to exponent x. Then I put x equals, that's it. So try. If you don't have that button, I will give you alternatives for your calculator. So let's find some color we didn't use. Let's say green. So 2.76858, and this value we're not going to alter it as well. So confirm my number. Make sure you know how to calculate it. Okay. So now let's do it. Take values one at a time and calculate it. I put my answers, so you guys calculate, compare results. Okay, so let me know if you have same numbers. Okay, people, let's continue. Here you have more to do. Okay, here 806 79375 197993159. That's it. So let me know when you're done with your calculations. Okay, so very good. Let's continue after break. So let's say be back at 11. So we have break, guys. Okay, people, break is over. So let's continue, and we will continue now with calculating of future value. So calculate the amount to which 6,000 will grow if interest at 4% per annum compounded quarterly for 5 years. So as I said, that keyword compounded is here. So interest is compound, and we have to use formulas for compound interest. So let's write down what is given. What is 6,000? Any ideas? What is it, Pete? Present value, yes. Present value is 6,000. Then I have invested J 4% compounded quarterly. M is 4. T is 5 years. Okay, at this point, people, I introduce following notifications. So instead of writing this 2, I can write J4 is 4%. This index 4 will tell me how many times I compound interest rate. Fair enough, guys? So we'll do it a couple of times so you will have enough time to get used to it. So future value formula is present value 1 plus I exponent n. So we have to perform calculations, what we already practiced. J over M, that's 004 over 4, 001. N is Tm, that is 5 times 4 is what, 21, right? Oh no. So future value, it is 6,000, 1.01 exponent 20. So please calculate, everyone. Make sure you know how to calculate it. That is the answer. Okay, please confirm my value. Okay, good. So if you compare to simple interest is 7,200. So difference is $121.14. Right? So what is the future value after 72 months of 2,500 invested at 525 compounded semi-annually? Okay, so future value time is 78 months. Present value is 2,500. Invested J 5.25% compounded semi-annually. So as I said, what we will use J2 5.25%, where 2 tells me, this number 2 tells me how many times I compound. Basically, it is my M. So again, future value formula is present value 1 plus I exponent N. And let's calculate I, J over M, 525 over 2. 0.02625. Okay. N is time I have provided in month, so I have to convert it times 2 13. So future value, it is 2500, 1.02625 exponent 13. Five oh one 32. Please confirm my value. Guys, waiting for your response. Okay. So let's move forward. What will be the future value of a deposit of 1750 made into a registered retirement savings plan from March 1, 2005 to December 1, 2025 at 4.4 compounded quarter? Okay, here instead of time we have 2 dates, and I will show you what you have to do. So deposit is P 1750, I mean present value, right? Date 1 is March 1, 2005. Date 2 is December 1, 2025. So I have J4 4.4%. Okay, so that's what I know. Any questions? Does everyone understand the condition, the question, what we have? So let's make a picture. March 1, 2005. December 1, 2025. Okay. So, not like for simple interest, when we calculated number of days, here we would like to know number of years. Okay. So let's see. I have 2 options. let's explore both. I can go to March 1, 2025, and what I have for T. Let me see if I have extra page. No, I don't. Sorry for that. But so for T, I have 20 years, right? And how many months? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and 9 months. Yes or no, people? So if I convert, I have 20 plus 9 over 12. I have 75 years. So any questions regarding that conversion? Okay, very good. So 9 months. Option number 2, I can overshoot account till March 1, 2026, and then T is 21 year, and not 21 year, but let me actually highlight it. So how many months I have here? December, January, February, March, 3 months, right? So 21 year minus 3 months, it will be what? 20 minus 21, sorry, minus 3 over 12, and I still have 75 years. Same thing. Okay? So either or works. Now let's calculate I. I is 0.011. N is what? 2075 times 4. So 2075 times 4, 8.3. 8.3. No, 83. Sorry, what I'm talking about. 83. 83. So far, any questions, people? So future value will be 1750, 1.011 exponent 83. I have 4,338.94. Okay, people, make sure you understand that question one more time. Instead of calculating number of days, we need to know number of years, right? And basically, after that, number of compounding periods. Okay, let me know when you're done. Okay. Now, people, here we have option to pre-program financial calculator Texas Instrument BA2 Plus. Question to you: is anyone in the class actually uses that calculator? Okay, let's do this way. Mm, I will show you one time, or guys, anybody, because if nobody, there is no point to lose time. And is anybody here using BA2 Plus? Okay, silent. So just then I say that it is possible to create a program and calculator will calculate you future value instead of uh, using formula. But nothing wrong with formula, so just neglect that uh, phrase about calculator and take a minute uh, or two, take two, and find answer for that question. Go ahead. Okay, guys, let's see. So accumulated value $1,000, that's present value. Invested for time 2 years 9 months. So J1 10%. That's what you know. So formula future value is PV 1 plus I exponent n. We have time in, we have to work with time first, so 2 years 9 months is 2.75 years. Yes, so I is 0, 1 over 1 is 0, 1. N is 275 times 1 is 275. Right, so future value, it is $1,000, 1.1 exponent 275. So let's calculate 1.1 exponent 275 times $1,000. Yeah, $1,299.66. So I see, guys, you pretty much good with that stuff, and that is great. So determine the future value, blah, blah, blah. Okay, do it. Take 2 minutes, please. Okay, so future value now, present value is 400. J4 is 6%. So time is 3 years and 5 months. So let's work with time first. So 3 plus 5 over 12. What is that? That's 3.416 in period, years. And we have to use that value in full. So I is 0.006 over 4 is 0.015. N is 3.416 in period times 4. So times 4 and I have 13.6 in period. Right? Do not be tempted to round to 13.7 because you will have different answer. So future value will be 400, especially if amount is higher or interest rate is higher. $490.26. So please confirm my value. Yeah, very good. Very good. Let's see. A debt of 3,500 dated August 31st, 2020, payable together with interest 9% compounded quarterly, June 30, 2023. Yeah, so we neglect that, right? Actually, not all of it, but phrase about calculate. We agree that we use formulas, right? So go ahead, guys, take 2 minutes, do it. Okay, let's see what we have. Debt, we already know any debt is what? It is present value, 3,500. So date 1 is August 31st, 2020. Date 2 is June 30th, 2023. And J4 is 9%. So let's see with time. Let's work with time first. August 31st, 2020. June 30th, 2023. So I think it's easier to overshoot a count, right? Here for August 31st, 2023. And then what we have here, we have July, August, 2 months, right? People. June, we're going end of the month to end of the month, basically. So June 30th, end of the month, August 31st, end of July, August. So T would be 3 minus 2 over 12, minus 2 months, basically, right? So what is that? 2 over 12 is 2.83 in period years. So any questions here, guys? Okay, so I'm good with time. Let's continue with n. Since I have that value on my screen already, right? So I might take 283 times 4, and I have 11.3 in period. And again, this value can be memorized into my calculator. So let me find here I is 0.009 over 4. What is it? 0.0225. And future value, it is 3500, 1.0225, exponent 11.3 in period. Let's see, what is it? $4,500, $3.87. Please confirm my number. Please confirm my number. Okay, so I think it was last question, yes, but before we say goodbye, let's recall formulas again. So future value, that's the main formula for compound interest, 1 plus I exponent n. So I is J over M, right? N is Tm, right? And we adopted notification Jm, right? Remember, we combined J and M. We combined together. So M could take values. So 1, 2, 4, 12, 26, 52, and 365. So that's so far what we know. Okay. Let me know when you're ready for the homework. Okay, so here it is. That's your homework. And slowly but surely, people have a look on review exercises for chapter 7 and chapter 8. Slowly but surely, go there and practice. Because in few weeks we will have tests, right, based on chapter 7 and chapter 8. So do not leave everything for the last night. Okay? Any questions, people? So I think, yeah, chapter 7 and 8, that's practice for test 2. Yes, practice for test 2. Okay, people, uh, have a good day. Yeah, it's still day. And see you Friday. Bye bye.